Hi, it's Cara. Looks like you're watching Bianca Reads, and today we're filming my August haul, which is a bit of a doozy. I will say. It was my birthday in August. Three of my what's it called? My mum LGBTQ plus reads books came in at once this month, or not, they didn't come in at once, but they all came in this month. I visited my best buddy April in Brisbane, and we went shopping together, so I bought some things there, one of which was a gift from her, and I've got some other birthday gifts that came in. And I also then raided her library for things she was unhauling that I might want, so I got some stuff there too. And then just some regular new releases that I picked up. So let's get started. Let's start actually with the things that April and we bought while I was out with April, and we also took Erin from Shivers and Shelves out book shopping as well with us. So a number of things there that kind of leads directly then into what we were birthday gifting each other. And if you want to see like a detailed breakdown of that shopping trip, April has up on her channel a video that all of us filmed while we were there, like after the shopping trip, with all the things we purchased and like what we thought of them and stuff. But the things I got for myself, if I'm remembering correctly, we have The Lesbiana's Guide to Catholic School, which is a contemporary sapphic book. The main character's name is Yami. She's at a mostly white, very rich Catholic school, one of the only Mexican kids. She's a lesbian, but she doesn't want anyone to know. I'm not in focus. Let's try and get me in focus. Haha. So yes, that is the premise of this bad boy. I think Erin had read it and really enjoyed it, thought I would like the voice of it, so I'm really excited to get to this one. I also picked up This Vicious Grace by Emily Fede. I'm not 100% sure. This is a romantic fantasy from what I'm aware. I love this cover to pieces. Like, isn't it stunning? And I know Kayla from Books and Lol, I read it recently and was like kind of impressed with it, which is like saying a lot for Kayla. There's Demons. Her gift from the gods is supposed to magnify a partner's magic, not kill every suitor she touches. Yes. This just seems right on my alley. I'm pretty sure it's the first in a series, though I'm not 100% sure. Really excited for this one. My hair is like all over the place. I need to wash it badly. The next up, I got Cobalt Blue by Matthew Riley. So mum, if you see this, don't buy this. I have it. You can read it once I'm done. This is a shorter novel from Matthew Riley, and is a superhero story, I believe. Why is my autofocus being so shitty? It is a superhero story, I believe, so I'm really excited about this one. We'll see what I end up thinking of it. I've heard mixed things. We'll see. And the other one I picked up was Godslayers by Zoe Hanamakuta, which is the sequel to Gearbreakers, which I really enjoyed. It's a sapphic mecha story. Really enjoyed book one. Literally nothing is in focus. What is going on with my autofocus today? I want to punch it. This is the sequel. I really enjoyed book one. It had a really interesting pace, but like the romance was like, it's a side romance kind of, but it was really good, and I'm very excited to pick this up. I believe it's just a duology, so this will be the conclusion. Then the one that April and I got, we actually ended up getting this for each other, is Ordinary Monsters by J.M. Miro. This is a chunky historical fantasy, I believe, set in Edinburgh, London, Mississippi. I believe it's kind of X-Men-y. That's literally about all I know. It's chunky. It's like 600 pages. I'm very excited about it. Like, it is big. I'm running on vibes. I'm really keen. So that was my gift from April. From Erin got me Exactly As I Am by Ray White, which is a poetry collection. Ray is a friend of Erin's, and I read their first collection, which is called why am I blanking? Milk Teeth, and I loved Milk Teeth. I thought it was such a good poetry collection. It explored gender, sexuality, family, things like that. Had a great time with it, and this one is brand new, so Erin picked it up for me. I'm very excited to read it. I'm going to try and read it in, if you saw my TBR, it's theoretically going to be read in September. Then Paige ordered for me a book I wanted to pre-order. Let me try moving you again, see if it helps all with this autofocus. That's Home Field Advantage by Dahlia Adler. This is the second book of hers I will have read, I think, but Dahlia, on topic, will transition next to LGBTQ plus reads subscription box. Dahlia runs that. I have read from her Cool for the Summer, which I really enjoyed, and they've done she's done a couple of anthologies, edited a couple of anthologies. That Way Madness Lies, which is Shakespeare, which I have yet to read, and his, I think I haven't read it yet. Maybe I have read it. Maybe I have. And His Hideous Heart, which was Edgar Allan Poe. And this is a cheerleader, a sapphic cheerleader footballer story. Very excited about this one. Again, I'll probably read more contemporaries as we come into summer, but I'm very excited to read this. What is up with the focus, Kyle? What is up? Maybe the lens is gross. Oh, and the one other gift I got was from my parents. They sent me What the Fuck Is This? By Celeste Mountjoy, which is a set of like comics and things like that. I will read this soon. I don't know when, but it'll be really easy to slam through once I start it. Apparently it's got really good reviews. It's an Australian author, I believe. Yes, she's an Australian artist. Being young, female, and occasionally seriously fucked off is the thing. And yeah, it's all like in little pictures and stuff, so it should go past really quick. I'm really excited to read this. I just don't know when I'm gonna get to it. Now, the 3 LGBTQ plus subscription service books I picked up were the first one, I think, that in the order that I requested them. No, not that one. Hell Followed With Us by Andrew Joseph White. I'm out of focus again. This is going to piss me off so much. This is a new adult, I believe, but it might technically fall into YA. Fantasy, but like with cult fundamentalist religion stuff, and featuring an autistic trans lead. I'm very excited for this. It's like so high on my priority. I just need to find a time to read it. And actually there was a mix up and I got sent 2 copies. So one of my friends who's trans masc and autistic and into that kind of stuff, like I explained the concept to them and they were like, yes, I will have your spare copy. So so good. The next one was Beating Heart Baby by Leo Min. I think this is this also features a trans character, a second chance love story, and I heard it described like thematically and like emotional vibes similar to Radio Silence by Alice Oseman, but I think it will be really good. It's got really good blurbs on the back, so I'm very excited to get to this one. Sorry, smack you with the book, but I'm out of focus again. And the final one I picked up was The Drowned Gods by Emily Lloyd Jones, which I love the cover of. This is like her first, no, it's not her first book. I've read lots from Emily Lloyd Jones. What haven't I read? Have I read everything from Emily Lloyd Jones? I really might have. I've read Elusive and Deceptive, loved those. Read The Huts We Sold, loved those. The Bone Houses, which is the one that like looks similar to this and was most recent with this. Read that, really enjoyed that. So yeah, I've pretty much read everything from Emily Lloyd Jones and enjoyed it. So I'm very excited to pick up this one. And it's set in Wales. And I don't know that much about the actual plot, but like dark fairy tale part heist novel, part dark fairy tale, immersive and ethereal fantasy, which is like right up my alley. Let's do the things that I picked up from April's library next. So the first one is Only a Monster by Vanessa Len, which is a Love Oz YA book as well. This features, the tagline is Only a Monster would kill a hero, right? I've heard good things. Like I don't know much about this, but like the vibes are immaculate. I've been meaning to find some time to listen to the audiobook, so getting this for free from April was perfect. We also have The End of the World, Beyond the End of the World by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner, which is the sequel to The Other Side of the Sky, which I haven't read yet. And normally I don't get sequels till I've read the previous installment, but obviously this was otherwise going to the op shop, so I was like, all right, I'll take that and I'll just hide it somewhere. So I did pick up this one, and if I don't like book one, I'll just unhaul this. A couple of books that came through, I think, subscription boxes that she had, that she was wanting to offload, is The Ivory Key by Akshaya Rahman. This is, I don't know much about either of these, I just think the vibes look good. 4 siblings, a country in ruins, one quest to save them all. She's a queen, etc, etc. I've heard good things about this, but again, I don't know that much. I think this was an Illumicrate book. And the other one we have here is Sisters of the Snake by Serena and Sasha Nanua. And I can't remember what service this came through, but again, I think it's a Our Crate maybe? Or I should see if there's any. Oh yeah, cool. I think this one's Our Crate, but it might also be Illumicrate. Has really pretty under the dust jacket and art. Beautiful. Let's look at the Ivory Key as well. That might also have some hidden art under there that I didn't look at. Again, I don't know that much about the plot of this one either. Princesses, I think they're identical twins, but they're like grown up in 2 separate environments. I think that's the vibe. Let's look at underneath Ivory Key. Yes. So this also has a beautiful illustrated hardcover, and it's under the dust jacket. Maybe they were both Illumicrate. Beautiful, stunning. Yeah. So I don't know that much about either of them. They were like vaguely on my radar, but not in a way that I knew a lot about. But I'm keen to have them now, especially that I got them for free. The other 2 I picked up from her, one's another Illumicrate version, and that is a book I was really excited for, but I didn't want to buy because I ended up unhauling the first series from, well, I ended up only buying the first one of the duology from this author because they were like 3 stars, and then I decided not to buy the second one when I listened to the audiobook, so then I unhauled the first one. You know, they were fine, but I think this one will actually be even more up my alley, and that is Little Thieves by Margaret Owen. We've got an art card that she kept in for me. It's got a signed book plate. It's got these sprayed edges, decorated edges, and a really beautiful under the dust jacket. I know the sequel for this is coming out pretty soon. I'm obsessed with that. And I think like plot wise, this one is going to be like so much better for me than Merciful Crow. Like I enjoyed Merciful Crow, but there were some like bits that just didn't quite hit, especially in the sequel, and like I thought they were really pretty and everything, but I never bought the sequel. But this, you know, I like me a heist, so this feels right up my alley, and it's stunning. Oh. The other thing I got from her was In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead, which I'm so excited about reading. I've like been eyeing it off for ages since Kayla from Books and Lala was first talking about it. I didn't realize it's not that long. It's only like just over 300 pages. But April didn't like it, but I think I could really like it, so I stole this from her. And I'm really keen to read it. This is a mystery thriller, I think 6 Friends, 1 College Reunion, and 1 Unsolved Murder. Like, I think it's just going to be so good. And finally, the 3 things I picked up new release. Oh, that was a bit of a cutting error on that one. First one is 7 Mercies, which is the sequel to 7 Devils by Elizabeth May and Laura Lamb. I really enjoyed book 1. I remember reading it when the Olympics were on, and I really think I will enjoy this one too. I believe it's just a duology, but I may be wrong. It may be a trilogy. Tor.com said it's a lot like Star Wars, but far more murdery, which, yeah, that is the vibe. Really enjoyed the first one, so I'm excited for that. I also picked up The Final Gambit right at the end of the month by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, which is the final conclusion to the Inheritance Games series. Really enjoyed book 1, didn't love book 2. Hopefully book 3 picks back up again. That's like a YA mystery. There's not really a murder, but the main character suddenly inherits this bunch of money with all these rules attached, and it's kind of like games and things going on. And then the final book I have on this haul is Her Majesty's Royal Coven by Juno Dawson. Hidden among us is a secret coven of witches. I just think this sounds so fucking good. Like, it's right up my alley. I'm excited to read it. I don't know that much about it, but you know me, I just go in on vibes alone, and this really is the vibes. So anyway, those are all the books that I picked up in the month of August. It's a big haul, more than I'd planned, but sometimes for your birthday you just need to like send yourself on a little shopping trip, right? And then your friend gives you a bunch of books from their library, so I'm not mad about it. But I'm excited to read most of these. If only I wasn't in like the death of a reading, like deep in the trenches of a reading slump, because I'm distracted doing other things. But thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon with another video, and next time, bye.